What's up, RedEye? I'm Dave Franco. Check out Now You See Me. It's out now.
Well, you spent a little time in Chicago before, I believe. Been here for Lollapalooza a couple times?
Exactly.
What do you remember about those experiences?
That's a good question.
Some foggy weekends?
Yeah, I remember the weather being pretty damn good and walking away from this city and being like, this is the greatest city on earth. And my buddy who lives here, he's like, fuck you, come here in the winter. But no, we had a good time at Lollapalooza.
Well, what's been the most memorable or crazy, unexpected moment from this big one?
Just in terms of the whole tour, or yeah? Most unexpected big moment on the tour. Let's go with, so on the movie I learned how to throw playing cards pretty well. And I can actually cut a banana in half with a playing card. And so we tried it during a few different interviews, and I was very pleased and surprised by myself that I succeeded on camera. So that's out there somewhere. I also failed more times than I succeeded, but the success is out there somewhere.
Have you ever fantasized about robbing a bank? And what's the worst thing you've ever stole?
Okay, I want to give you a fun answer for the bank, but I'm going to go with no on that. The worst thing I've ever stole... I wasn't a horrible kid in terms of that kind of stuff, but I think I'm going to go with like a Milky Way from 7-Eleven, which in hindsight is like 50 cents. What the hell was I doing? You know, I could literally probably find 50 cents on the ground outside of 7-Eleven.
It's just about the act.
Yeah, exactly. But
did you get caught for that?
I did not. I think
Any guilt while you ate it?
I think so. I was about to say. I think I felt horrible about it. I probably didn't even finish it.
Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's the worst. Sad.
I think when Jack comes on screen in the film, he says, "I am the next great magician." How do you think a reality show called Next Great Magician would do?
I think that's a good idea.
Really?
I think that's You're shocked. I think it's a pretty good idea. Everyone loves magic, right? And I would assume on a show like that, you know, you get like a lot of these young magicians who are trying to bring something fresh to the game, and I'm all about it. And like you could have people from all different fields of magic, just like the characters in this movie. You have an escape artist, mentalist. I don't know how you would judge them against each other though, the people in the different fields.
That would be tough.
I like the idea. I think you're onto something, man.
Like,
I know you almost said it as a joke, but I'm in.
No, I haven't thought it through that much. I know you're looking to get into producing at some point, so I'm just trying to feed you some ideas.
Appreciate it.
I know you tested for Edward Callin and said that you're glad you didn't get it. You want to show me what that audition was like, just so we know
what you
might have brought
your next
to the part?
question on the list? It's so funny why that people just, I mean, this is how many years ago now? Like 6 years ago, like when I auditioned for this part, and people still bring it up. It's so crazy. I
mean, I'll play a part in the scene too if you want, just to draw it out of you.
What do you got? Give me something to see if I can react.
Edward, I have to be with you.
I can't do this. I can't.
Sure. I'm sure people are asking you a decent amount of questions about James. What's the question you feel like you get the most about him?
It's either what advice has he given you, or has being related to him, has it been beneficial or has it hindered you in any way?
At this point, now really kind of establishing yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, you're proud to be his brother. You're proud of
your
family. Is there a point either now or in the future where you kind of want it to be like, all right, enough about James?
Oh, I mean, that happened 3 years ago. More than that, 10 years ago. Yeah, like you're saying, you know, I love and respect him so much, but and I get it. You know, when I was first starting out, it would be weird if people weren't, you know, drawing the comparisons and mentioning his name every time they brought me up. But you know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I made a conscious decision to distance myself from him work-wise, just because I want to pave my own path, and I don't want to be referred to as James Franco's little brother for the rest of my life.
Right.
And a lot of people think that we are very similar just because of the way
I
we
watched
look.
the interview with you guys. You were very different.
Totally, exactly. Yeah, like I was saying, because maybe the way we look or our mannerisms or the way we talk. But if you meet the two of us, it's like we are very, very different, and he can take on roles that I could never touch, and vice versa.
I know throughout this tour you've played some games with cards during interviews.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering. I did bring cards with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if there's anything else you haven't gotten to do with cards, so you don't feel like you're just going through the same things over and over again.
I hear ya. I could try some stuff that I haven't practiced literally since the movie.
Yeah. Can you do
Let's try something. Let's try something.
Can you do the sideways shuffle? I was wondering. Where people kind of.
I cannot.
Here's a deck.
All
I'll
right.
a second one too if you want.
Let's see. Keep in mind that I haven't practiced this in about a year and a half, and even then it wasn't that impressive. So let's see if we can do something. So it's like, it kind of looks like maybe there's nothing in my hands, and then no, hold on, let me try one more. Okay, somewhat of a fan. We lost one. What else? Let's try with one, make it look cool. So it's just like much cooler.
That's good.
What else?
If you want, we can also use Lenny as target practice. He offered to.
We could try to do that. Let's see. All right. Oh, I'm gonna hit that lens. Oh!
Right in your fucking head.
You okay, man?
Right in the eye.
I think
All right.
not a banana.
I'm gonna stop with that.